Welcome back to INTERPHEX TV. I am Bob Fryer, and we have a very special guest, Sebastian Negrón, Reichard. It's good to see you, my friend.
Good
Richard.
to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Thank you so much.
You are well, relatively new, within the last 3 months,
Yes.
Secretary of the Department of Education of Development and Commerce for Puerto Rico.
Economic Development and Commerce.
Economic. I happen to see, because it's right in my eye line, in the new exhibitor pavilion, the big footprint that you have for
Yes.
Puerto Rico. And the first thought I had was, how does Puerto Rico and INTERPHEX intertwine? What is the factor there?
Actually, a very cool history. We've hosted in Puerto Rico INTERPHEX before.
You have?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And so my team tells me I wasn't part of it.
You're right.
But we're excited to be here because
Yeah.
we have amazing companies doing business in Puerto Rico
14
now.
of them, yeah, 14 of them down
And
there.
they are ready to export their services and
Oh,
their
okay.
products, and they are seeking more business on the island as well. And as part of my role in the Department of Economic Development is to support them, to make them, to help them get to the places where they have to be so that they can export to the entire nation.
I know you've been talking to the 14 companies down there to really get an idea of what it is that they do, what they can offer, and so then your job basically is to go out onto the INTERPHEX floor and to find people that would be a good match,
Yep.
and then bring those people together. Is that what you're doing here?
In part, yes,
In part, okay.
because we want to make sure that the companies that are here get to know the companies that we're bringing from Puerto Rico, but it's also many of the visitors that come to INTERPHEX that are looking for what is the next technology, what is the next way of automating
Sure.
X or Y service. How do we do it? And in Puerto Rico, we have some very cool solutions. And so I'm very proud to come today with these 14 companies that are willing and able to do business.
Is it a relationship that would be come to Puerto Rico and do your business here, or is it hire people from Puerto Rico and bring out those services back out to the United States?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Bit of both? Okay.
These companies are looking, to the extent that they provide services that can be done remotely, they are seeking to do business with companies throughout the States or even internationally. Many of these companies have also opened up offices in the mainland United States so that they can be closer to their clients. And also many of the people that come to the conference and are looking at the different providers, many have operations in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So it is beneficial for them to be here and meet some of these companies providing services on the island so they can hear firsthand what's up, what's new, and what these companies are doing to provide services.
One of the first questions that I had was, beyond the incentive of, well, we can do a better job for you with us. Come to us and see how well we can provide your services. I asked, is there a fiscal incentive to doing business in Puerto Rico? And a surprise, yes, there is.
So Puerto Rico brings together a fantastic package for businesses that want to come to the island and reshore their operations from elsewhere into Puerto Rico, which is part of the United States. Mm-hmm. And so whether it's coming back, bringing back manufacturing to the US or expanding in the US, mm-hmm. Puerto Rico has the best talent. We graduate 18,000 undergraduate STEM students, top bilingual engineers. Of course, we also provide a set of incentives that make it very competitive to operate and manufacture on island. And so that's looking at the corporate income tax rate, looking at dividends and capital gains, and also some incentives for the individuals that decide to move to the island.
What is Act 60?
Act 60 is the law that encompasses all the different sets of incentives that Puerto Rico provides, from manufacturing incentives to individual incentives to export services incentives. Mm-hmm. It's all in one package under Act 60.
What would be a win for you walking out of here if you were envisioning, boy, that was a successful week in New York City at INTERPHEX?
I would say two things.
Okay.
Companies that come from Puerto Rico doing business so that they can export their services to the States or internationally, that's one. And number two, convincing a few of the folks here that moving, reshoring an operation to Puerto Rico as part of the United States, as opposed to being elsewhere in the world, is good for the United States supply chain, and for national security even. We in Puerto Rico have 12 out of the 20 most used drugs in the United States manufactured right in Puerto Rico.
No kidding,
Yeah.
no kidding. Was it just a no-brainer that you would come to make this pitch at INTERPHEX?
Well, yes, but also it's a very thoughtful and deliberate. We are looking for the right places to make the case that we have the businesses locally to provide services and products, but also we know that to make sure that we bring the companies, bring attention to the companies about the opportunity in Puerto Rico, we have to be at places like INTERPHEX where everyone is at.
But that's fantastic. I wish you all the best,
Thank you
Mr.
very
Secretary.
much.
Good luck
Thank
in
you.
the new job.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. And again, for INTERPHEX TV, I'm Bob Fryer.